Before we get into this video, I got new glasses. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie and today I'm going to be doing my Backlist Readathon TBR as well as my March TBR. So last year I participated in the Backlist Readathon. I didn't really do too much on YouTube, but this year I would like to vlog for this readathon because it's one of my favorites. This year's readathon is actually being hosted by my friend Jacqueline, Allie over at Mrs. Dunn Reads, and then also Bree over on Instagram. So with this readathon, the main objective is to kind of read more backlist titles, and I think they kind of just like summarize it as anything published before 2021. So you can take how a backlist is, perceived, but I'm just going to stick with that as well. So the really cool thing about this readathon is it's actually kind of being run over on the Storygraph, which is kind of like another version of Goodreads, but I kind of find it's a little bit better as far as like how you can like rate and review books. It's very tailored to your specific needs. So I'm going to leave the Backlist Readathon as well as the Storygraph in my description below, as well as the channels for the readathon. So let's go ahead and jump into the prompts. So there are 5 prompts and then like a bonus prompt. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So the first prompt is a backlist that was published before 2017. And so for this one, I don't physically have it yet. I'm still waiting from my library, but it is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. The only book I've read by this author is Gone Girl, and I feel like that's just the most iconic, classic thriller. But this one I'm kind of curious about. I know it got made into like an HBO show, I believe, but I think this one has to do with like a woman who like escapes her past and then she has to like go back to her hometown. She has like a weird relationship with her mother, and I've kind of heard rumors it's like what is it called? Munchausen syndrome by proxy? Maybe. This one was actually published in 2006, so it totally fits this prompt. The next one I have is to read a middle grade, and I could totally tell this was Allie's pick on her prompt, but I typically don't read middle grade, so this one was a little tricky for me. For this prompt, I actually found this one at my local library. It's called Fuzzy Mud. So I think it's about these children who are avoiding a bully, and they actually take a different way home and they kind of get lost in the woods, and I think they start finding stuff. So this one is a super small, super large print book, so I could totally get this one done in a day. But yeah, this is the one I'm picking. The next one is to pick a backlist from your favorite genre. So if you don't already know, my favorite genre is thrillers. I recently read His and Hers by Alice Feeney, and I really enjoyed it, except the ending was a little sloppy in my opinion. So I've heard really crazy things about Sometimes I Lie by her, and this is also a super small book, so I thought I'd pick this one up. This one I could actually read the synopsis because it's super short. It says, "My name is Amber Reynolds. There are 3 things you should know about me. 1, I'm in a coma. 2, my husband doesn't love me anymore. And 3, sometimes I lie." So from what I've gathered, she's in a coma, but she can hear everything that's going on around her. So she hears like voices coming in and out of her hospital room, and she kind of like, I don't know, like she's in a coma and can't do anything, but she can hear everything going on. So I don't know, I really liked Alice Feeney's writing style in His and Hers, so I'm hoping this one won't let me down as well. The next one is to read an Own Voices backlist, and this one was a little tricky for me because I would find one, but then I'd read the synopsis and I'm like, I could probably find something better. So for this one, I'm actually going to pick up The Right Swipe. I did a little research on this author, so I'm not sure if this one completely fits, but I did a little research on this author, Alicia Ray, and she actually likes to write more diverse romances. Like she'll kind of throw a little bit of everything into her books, and I think she's got 3 in this series, so hopefully this one would be really good and I can just continue. But this one follows 2 people, and I think they work for like competing like dating app services, and I think they like somehow get matched with each other, and I think that's a super cute idea, especially in today's world where like online dating is like the new normal. So I thought this would be super cute. So if you've read this one before, definitely let me know. The next prompt, I'm actually still waiting for the book to be delivered at my library, but it is The Butterfly Garden, and the prompt is to read another book influencer's recommendation. And so I'm actually picking Gwen. She actually read this one last year and she kept talking about it. I think she gave it 4 stars, but she said it's one of those books that just like sticks with you. And I've heard really good things about this book, and I know it's a smaller book as well. And from what I can gather, I think it's about like a son and father who like kidnap these girls and like basically like do pretty much everything under the sun, but basically they like preserve their bodies like in like this like butterfly garden, and they like tattoo like butterfly wings on their back. I don't know, super weird. But I think one of the girls escapes, and so she's kind of like telling her story about what happened. I don't know. Apparently this one has a lot of trigger warnings, so if you are interested in this one, do your research. And the next one that I would like to read is actually the bonus prompt, and it is a book of the month pick backlist. So for this one, I want to prep myself for the new Peter Swanson book, which is Every Value Break. But I wanted to read Before She Knew Him because this one's been sitting on my bookshelf forever. I don't know, the premise sounds really good. I think it has to do with like a nosy neighbor who kind of thinks her neighbor is like a serial killer, or she finds something in his house that makes her think he's a serial killer from a cold case that never got solved. I don't know. Sounds really interesting. Peter Swanson has really good premises for me, but however, the execution always kind of falls a little flat, so I'm hoping this one's good because I really have high hopes for his new release. Alright guys, that is all the books for my Backlist Readathon, and now I did pick up 3 other books I would like to read. I'm pretty sure I mentioned these in my February. I didn't get to these for a few reasons, so let's just jump into those. I finally got my copy of Black Widows by Kate Quinn, and I started this one. I think I got like the first like 4 chapters. And because it's told between all of the wives' point of views, it kind of got a little hard telling like who is who. So I'm hoping the audiobook will finally come out for this one because I really want to read this one. This one follows like 3 wives who are like in this polygamous relationship with this guy named Blake. And he winds up dead, and everyone thinks it's one of the wives, or maybe there was a 4th wife that none of them knew about. So this one sounds so good. It's just I really want an audiobook for this one. The next one, I posted on Instagram that this is the only book by Liv Constantine that I have not read, and their newest book comes out in the summertime. This is The Last Time I Saw You. Not really sure what this one is about, but I think it's about a woman whose mother passes away, and as she's like grieving the loss of her mother, I think she's been getting like these super weird like blackmail or threatening text messages. So she's trying to figure out what's going on, and I think she also connects with a friend that she had a falling out for. So that's suspicious. And the last one I would like to try to push for March is The Wrong Family by Taryn Fisher. I have not heard good things about this one. A few of the girls in my book club said this was like not a good book. Have you ever like heard bad reviews on a book and you're just more curious of like why was it rated bad? Like why are people talking negative about it? So I feel like I'm more intrigued on that. I don't know, but I do have the audiobook for this one. I don't know, The Wives was not that good, and then I've heard not good things about this one, but I'm intrigued. So if I do end up reading this one, maybe I'll do a spoiler vlog. Comment down below. Do you want me to do a spoiler vlog on this one? That's a great idea. We should do that. Let me know if you're interested. Alright guys, that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Are you guys participating in the readathon? Let me know in the comments. And make sure you check out the story graph and all of the hosts, content and links in the description. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on another video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!